Hello everyone. Today we'll explore privacy risks tied to the tech we use daily. With the rise of devices like smartphones and smart home gadgets, our lives are more connected and vulnerable than ever. We'll discuss how data collection, facial recognition, smart devices and legislative gaps impact your privacy. Also stick around for insights on protecting your data. First, consumer data collection. Most people don't realize just how much data companies gather about them: purchasing habits, browsing behavior, and even location history. For example, many retail apps and social media platforms track user interactions to develop consumer profiles known as consumer scores. These scores can affect what ads you see, the offers you're shown, and even your prices on certain products. Unlike credit scores, consumer scores are largely unregulated. The General Accountability Office (GAO) reports that this can lead to biased or inaccurate scores, causing unfair treatment for certain groups. We'll get back to this in a bit. Worse, users often don't know that these scores exist or how companies use their data. In a 2022 analysis, the GAO discussed how some data brokers use purchase histories and online activity to predict future consumer behavior, essentially creating a personal scorecard on individuals. These scores aren't public and can lead to discriminatory pricing or targeted marketing that reinforces stereotypes. This lack of transparency, alongside inadequate regulation, gives companies a disproportionate amount of power over consumer data. Next, biometrics and facial recognition. You may have encountered it for smartphone unlocking or social media tags. While convenient, facial recognition poses significant privacy risks. Companies use it for access control, payments, or even monitoring employee activity. However, studies indicate that facial recognition algorithms often misidentify non-white people, leading to higher misidentification rates for certain demographics. This not only affects individuals' rights, but also introduces risks of bias and profiling, this study found. The National Institute of Standards and Technology, so NIST, reviewed major facial recognition algorithms and found that certain systems were 10 to 100 times more likely to misidentify Black or Asian faces than Caucasian ones. This bias can lead to troubling implications, especially when law enforcement agencies use these systems for surveillance. Next, the Internet of Things, or IoT, includes everything from fitness trackers and smart thermostats to connected appliances. While these devices offer convenience, they also pose unique privacy risks. Each device collects specific data points. Fitness trackers log health metrics, smart speakers capture voice commands, and security cameras may record footage constantly. But IoT devices often lack stringent security, making them easy targets for hackers. Weak security in smart devices is a significant concern, especially when these devices are not designed with privacy safeguards. A recent report highlighted that many popular smart devices fail to encrypt sensitive information, exposing users to unauthorized access. In 2023, researchers have shown how hackers could manipulate IoT devices like smart thermostats and smart doorbells to access Wi-Fi credentials and sensitive data. Often, these devices send data to third-party cloud storage services, increasing the chances of unauthorized access or data breaches. Next, or finally, the lack of comprehensive privacy laws. Worldwide, there are many privacy laws, such as the GDPR in Europe or the DPDP in India. However, in the United States, privacy regulations are piecemeal at best. The absence of a unified privacy law leaves consumers vulnerable to invasive data practices. While states like California have introduced laws such as the California Consumer Privacy Act (CCPA), these regulations only apply locally. Without a national framework, companies can exploit these inconsistencies to gather, store, and sell consumer data without meaningful oversight. According to Durrani and colleagues, the lack of comprehensive legislation means that even companies adhering to state laws may not follow strict privacy standards, putting consumer data at risk. In contrast, the European Union's GDPR sets a global standard for consumer privacy, forcing companies to be transparent about data usage and allowing users to request data deletion. In the US, the patchwork approach means data privacy protection varies significantly from state to state, increasing the burden on individuals to protect their own information. Now for some key takeaways. First, consumer data collection. Unregulated consumer scoring leads to biased, non-transparent practices that impact pricing and services for certain individuals. Next, biometrics and facial recognition. While convenient, facial recognition technology has biases and risks that affect marginalized communities and endanger privacy. Third, smart devices and IoT. Many IoT devices lack security protocols, making them vulnerable to hacks and unauthorized data access. Finally, legislative gaps. The absence of a comprehensive US privacy law leaves consumers vulnerable to inconsistent protection, while data-driven companies benefit from loose regulations. Understanding these privacy risks is crucial to navigating today's tech landscape. By being aware of how your data is collected, used, and shared, you can take steps to protect yourself in a world where privacy is constantly evolving. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video, share it, leave a comment if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next video.